Reporter Ben Collins and Dr. Danigal Young, professor of communication and political science at the University of Delaware. Ben, what did you see online from these pro-Trump groups leading up to the riot? What plans are they making now, and where are they making them?
We saw them say exactly what they were going to do, and then they did it. In fact, Rudy Giuliani, you just said this, he's blaming Antifa now. He said it's time for trial by combat at that rally before the march to the Capitol that was, eventually desecrated by these Trump supporters. But, they explicitly said over and over that they were going to storm the Capitol. They were going to occupy the Capitol. They were debating, who they should kill at the Capitol, who they should round up at the Capitol. They weren't debating if they were going to do it. Now, I guess the good news is for the future here, these same online spaces are the ones being used now for these future things where they're saying they're going to, quote, shed more blood. Now, that's kind of good news because now we know where we can track them and we know that they're serious. So I would hope that the FBI, the DOJ, law enforcement, and Capitol Police are taking this a little more seriously now. They are saying that the 17th and the 19th and the 20th, that they're going to do something. They are being a lot less specific now, but hopefully they'll take it more seriously.
Dr. Young, I want you to listen to this chant from the crowd at Trump's rally on Wednesday. Take a listen. Dr. Young, help us understand, why are Trump's followers so ready to act as his army?
There is something very powerful about being part of a group that taps into core elements of your identity, and especially elements of your identity that you feel have been maligned. So one of the things that we're wrestling with in the space of mis and disinformation and conspiracy theories is that the information is almost besides the point. So trying to present factual information, empirically, demonstrably factual evidence is not going to move many of these people because of those core identity elements that are tapped into by being members of this group. And Trump, a very long time ago, figured out that there were people in our society who felt that they were being maligned because of racial animus, cultural animus, and class-related animus. And he has very effectively given them a home and made them feel respected and made them feel loved. And those of us in academia and journalism look at this and we recognize that much of this is turning them into pawns. But that is not the experience of the individuals who have placed themselves in these groups. For them, it is comforting. It has become part of who they are.
So, Dr. Young, how then do you, if people who are believing this disinformation, if showing them proper information and facts is not the antidote, then what is?
First, this is so frustrating, and it's crazy making to even have to do this. And let's be frank, you don't have to do this. You can decide that some of these relationships are so toxic that you want to let them go. But I don't know that it's the right thing to do, to turn our backs on some of these people. Many of us have loved ones who have sort of become like conspiracy curious, and they're not fully on board yet, but they're moving in that direction. And because these beliefs are not actually rooted in facts, they cannot be approached with facts. They have to be approached with emotion. They have to be approached lovingly. And so I talk about the need to create emotional welcome mats for these people, to remind them of emotional, trusting, loving relationships that you either have had in the past or that you want to cultivate in the present so that they feel heard and respected. And yes, we do not want to have to do this, but if emotions are what are driving these beliefs, then emotions and connection is what we need to use in order to reach back out, to bring these people back into the reality-based community where we want them to live.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.